Well, meeting these girls had certainly opened my eyes.
Au pair.
Before I had seen teenagers.
Au pair.
Now I saw au pairs.
Au pair.
I became obsessed. I noticed that our neighbors 2 doors down had
Au
one.
pair.
I listened to the continuous soft rock soundtrack which emanated from the 3rd-story bed and bath renovation which she so obviously occupied.
Au pair.
I don't actually know these neighbors, though I've tried to be friendly, as they have 2 children, Matthew and Sarah, one the same age as
Au
Louis.
pair.
I suspect Mother doesn't want to become too friendly, lest we might want to horn in on the au pair, offer her a chance to do a little moonlight.
Au pair.
Since we don't actually have contact with these folks, I felt justified in studying their situation.
Au pair.
Over time, I observed that on Sundays, the 1 day off per week, early, there would be a low, growling engine sound. I would look out and see a sleek, expensive automobile,
Belonging to one of the sponsoring families.
and inside would be 4 or 5 young girls, invariably blonde, with rucksacks on their backs and even an occasional pair of lederhosen, obviously out for a day of hiking and adventure.
Hopefully meeting up with some guy.
I watched the newest arrival, Ingrid, go one day full of energy, and I watched her arrive home late that night, stopping in front of our house instead of her own.
She probably didn't want to wake the kid.
On the back of a Harley-Davidson, commandeered by one mean-looking biker. She was clearly intoxicated and feeling unabashedly amorous towards the wretched hull.
They invite there.
I discreetly closed my shutters and tried not to listen.
To what?
The panting, the rustling of leather and wool out in the dark.
You do need your sleep.
The next day, I just happened to observe Ingrid again. Obviously tired from her day off, she was being harsh with little Matthew. She scooped him up, spanking him in broad daylight.
Did she call it anything?
Little kooksoeker.
Swedish for something.
Then she planted him in his extravagant car seat strapped into the back of the Volvo.
Here we go, Matthew.
And as the child wailed from the confines of his apparatus, Ingrid angrily entered the car, lit what appeared to be a small, crumpled cigarette, and held the smoke deep in her lungs for a few seconds, releasing it slowly. She turned the key with a vengeance, revving the engine, then pulled a dangerously bold U-turn from the front of their house to the opposite curb,
European drive.
narrowly avoiding being squashed by the Greyhound bus, roaring down the steep decline of the street.
I'll bet the bus driver got an ear.
Ace who?
Another Swedish friend.
And then she took another drag before racing to pick up Sarah from the alternative kindergarten.
Ingrid must be going through some changes.